Hello everybody and welcome to episode number 25 of my 1 hour flipping challenge. Today we're just going to be starting with a 10 mil start, no category, but it's something some people have requested quite a few times, so I thought I would get around to doing it. Because nowadays I start with 30, 40, even 50 mil, and I haven't actually started with a lower amount in quite a while, because some people would like to know actually what items you can still flip with a lower cash stack, or 10 mil at least. And I know I'm kind of sound like shit today, not feeling that great. But we're going to record a video for you guys anyway, and yeah, let's jump into it. Alright guys, so we're going to start with 10 mil. We're not really limited by items, more just limited by our cash stack, and let's go, 1 hour, let's go. So let's just check our 10 mil just to make sure it's actually 10. There we go. So what we're going to start off is, I think, a decanting flip. Now I didn't actually get a chance to check too much ahead before I did this one, but this one does seem to have a decent margin on it. So 273 and 272 is what we're buying the 3-dose potion for, and the 4-dose potion I think was selling for 400. So what that means is we can try buying it for this price here, the high price, so we should actually buy a couple right away, and do 2k of those, take off a few of those, and yeah, let's see how many of these we actually buy. Okay, so we've actually bought 656, pretty good. So leave that for now. Alright, looks like of the two, the Renard Seed has a bit of a better margin. So we'll go ahead and buy some. That's still 600 GP. Be 60k if you buy 100 of these, costing us 2.5 mil, so not too bad. We'll buy them for 25,302. 25,302. And we'll just start with 100 of these. Alright, next up, the Super Energy Potion actually has a pretty good margin on it as well. We're going to be buying them for 25. Actually, same thing, we can buy them for 25.32 and still have a pretty decent margin, so we'll do that. 25.32, and we'll just go for 2,000 and see how many we actually buy. Let's start with 1k actually. And from 1k we're going to buy about 500, so pretty good. I guess we could go decant these quickly. Next up, a good one is runes are always pretty good. Law runes, let's try law runes. Yeah, law runes have a 5 GP margin on it, why not? We'll just go do 9k. Next up we could do some blood runes, 230 into 235, pretty good. I'm going to do another 9k blood runes or so. And that's going to be most of our money. Now we haven't done any quicker flips, or slower flips yet, because we're still trying to find a good item under 10 mil. We might try to get one of those in there once at least these sell off. Alright, so we bought all our law runes for 181 pretty quick. The reason I'm not buying 10k exactly is because if you buy 10,000, you won't be able to recheck the item after. So now we bought for 181, that's a 6 GP margin, pretty easy. Pop them in for 187. So we bought them, we're selling them for 16.83, and we bought them for 16.29. That is 50k in profit, not too bad. All the Renard seeds came through as well. Alright, so we're not selling these for a huge margin, unfortunately, only for 520, 25, 519. But we'll just move on to another item if this one's not working very well. Alright, so we've sold off all the law runes. That is, I don't know, 50, 60k in profit. And we bought all the blood runes for 236. Now, I insta-bought them, so we'll hopefully get 2 GP on them still. Sell for 238. I mean, the time it took for this to flip, it would definitely be worth it. That's 30k in like a minute. But I'm not sure if we can actually sell them for that price, but we'll give it a try. All these Super Energy Potion 4s have sold as well. Alright, so we've sold off all the Snapdragon Seeds, only 20-30k profit on that, so not great, but we also sold the Blood Runes off for a 20k profit. Pretty happy with that, so we'll have to find a couple more items because we're pretty much back up to our initial 10 mil. Alright, so with some of our money we're going to put an offer in for a Magic Fang. I checked the price and it looks roughly like it's around 25, 40 or something like that. So 25, 45, and we'll just go for the 1 for now, and hopefully that will buy. Next, we should definitely find another quick item, maybe the Cosmic Rune. Cosmic Rune actually has a 4 GP margin, which is pretty decent to do 9,500 Cosmic Runes. Alright, we got a Magic Fang already at 25.45. I think we're going to try to sell it for a 50k profit at 25.5. 25.99. That would leave us, yeah, with a 50k profit roughly. Not bad. Actually, we got some more super energies. That's pretty nice. Any more of these that we buy at this price is just amazing, to be honest. All our energy potions have sold. Not really sure how much we got on that, but still a decent amount. Alright, we've decanted some of these super energies that we bought earlier. We're going to sell them for 36.70, pretty decent. 36.70. We'll find another item, and then we'll actually calculate how much we're getting on all of this, because it's a really good margin right now. Alright, we bought another Magic Fang. The other one hasn't sold yet for 25.99, so we're probably going to wait it out a little bit longer. But we'll toss it in over here and hope it sells. Alright, Snapdragon Seeds looked like a 500 GP margin would be pretty good. 31.222. And we'll do 100, and that's going to be pretty much all our money. We really need to sell these fangs off, but probably lower them down if they don't sell soon. Okay, looks like the super tax have a decent margin on them, so we'll buy some because they're so cheap and we only have about 700k left. So hopefully we can buy some of these 3-dose super tax for 500, and we'll just use the rest of our money. And 1300, sure, that's fine. Actually, all these Snapdragon seeds are pretty much all through, so we'll go ahead and pop those into sell as well. Okay, so we got into the good old GE tracker, and we're finding an item to help maybe save this 1 hour. And we did sell all the Snapdragon seeds. Now, that's not a huge profit. Only going to be, actually not too bad, 70 or 80k. But I think what we're going to use our money for is the Saradomin D'hide boots. It looks like it has a very good margin, almost 100k for the price, way better than these other items. And I trade a decent amount too, so we're going to buy them for about 1.2 mil. And we'll go for 2 and see how that goes. Alright, so we actually got one only after a couple minutes. I was kind of excited for this because it looks like there's, I don't know, 400 or 500 traded a day. And per half an hour, 10, 15. So I think we should be able to buy maybe 3 or 4 of these even. And yeah, so we'll put that out. We'll try popping it in for, 1270 or something maybe. 1270k. That's a nice amount of profit. Hopefully we can actually sell that off. And the rest of these Magic Fangs, bad idea. Only getting like a 19k margin. Maybe reduce them down a bit more even. Alright, we bought another Saradomin D'hide boot for 1205. So hopefully we can actually sell them for 1270. I think I'm just going to double down on this. Just put another offer in. 1205. We can only afford one right now, yeah. And hopefully these actually sell off because that's a decent profit and we kind of need it. Alright, there we go. We have sold both of the boots for 1270. That is a nice profit. That is 65k on both. Whew, that's 120k. We're definitely going to get more of these. Bump that up to 3 of those maybe. Sarah. And the good thing about this item and why I would actually recommend it is actually has a buying limit of 70. So much higher than most rare items. 1205. And do 3. Alright, we got another boot, and then we'll pop it in for 1270 to sell again. Hopefully we can sell that off quickly. I think we're going to try the Gothix boot as well. Kind of same deal. Oh, we got another one coming in at 1205. Popped it into 1270 for now. 1270. Alright, so we bought all of the Saradomin D'hide boots. They're coming in pretty quickly, and the Saradomin D'hide boots have sold for 1270. 70k in profit. We'll condense these. Nah, screw it. Pop them in for 1270 as well. Okay, so we insta sold the Magic Fangs. They're doing more harm than good. We only lost 23k on each one, so not too bad. But that 46k loss is going to free up a lot more money. I think is more important. We still have 20 minutes left, and we'll try to flip a couple more items. Alright, one item that I used to do a lot was the Dragon Pickaxe. Looks like we can buy it for about 303, 7, 6, 8, whatever. And we can afford 2, perfect. And hopefully we can get a 40 or 50k margin on that. They trade even more than the Saradomin D'hide boot, so hopefully it won't take too long to buy. Alright, we have a pickaxe coming through at 3038, as well as a Saradomin D'hide boot sale, 1270. So we'll pull out the pickaxe at 3038, and we're going to sell it for maybe 3068 or something. And that will be 30k on those. Not as good by any means, but hopefully should trade even more in these. Alright, we have another Saradomin D'hide boot flip coming in at 270k. And that's another decent amount of profit. 16 minutes. Yeah, we'll go ahead and buy another one at 1205. And the pickaxe has come through. Oh, another one came through, 3038. And we're trying to sell them, but they're not actually selling, so we're going to reduce them even more. And maybe down to 3058. Not a big margin on those, but what can you do? And yeah, hopefully we can actually flip a couple more of these because none of the other items have worked too well. And we got 16 minutes left. Alright, we have another one coming through. These are flipping so quickly right now. 1270 we just sold it for. Yeah. Oh, and there's a pickaxe coming through at 3058. Nice. They're just coming through so quickly. We're going to go ahead and buy maybe another one of these. And hopefully we can actually sell some more because that is single-handedly carrying this hour. I was probably minutes away from just giving up and restarting or doing another category, but yeah, luckily we found this item near the end, which is working extremely well. Alright, so we're going to do a death rune flip because we have 10 minutes left and we can't really think of anything else to do with the rest of this money. Go for 9k of those, going to come to about 2.7 mil. We have bought 2 more of these Saradomin D-hide sets. Amazing. The fact that this doesn't have a buy-in limit is just insane as well. Well, it does have a buy-in limit, but it's, for our purposes, not going to affect us. And 1270 looks good. The death runes are coming through. Super energies will probably just end up dumping at the end, but we might as well recheck that. And the dragon pickaxes are quite a bit slower than I thought they were going to be, so kind of interesting. Alright, we sold our dragon pickaxe. Not a huge margin on that. It was only 20k. Not awful, 40k. The risk probably not worth the reward in that case, but we did it anyway. Alright, we're doing another seed flip since we only have 10 minutes left, but it's kind of tough to actually use our money when it comes down to less than a sixth of the time remaining. But we'll do it anyway. Buy it for 31,111. And I go for another 100 seeds. I think that's what we bought before, so we'll have to check. But hopefully we can actually buy and sell these in time. If not, we're probably going to ditch on it. Alright, we're down to 7 minutes left, so we're going to pull everything out that is currently buying. So that is the Snapdragon seeds, the Death Runes, which did all sell pretty well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Pull that out, pop these in here for 313. And the Snapdragon seeds will recheck because they do, I guess they're still selling. Yeah, 31,497. That's a decent margin. 31,497. And hopefully we can sell this last boot. I think I'm going to drop it down because I kind of got the feeling we got undercut because they were coming in so quickly. So, 12,64. How about? Sounds good. And yeah, we'll just wait for everything to sell and then we'll see how much we actually made. Alright guys, we sold our last D-hide boot for 1264. Only a 6k less profit, I guess. So not too bad. And we sold all the death runes. And all the snapdragons. Okay, we're pretty much done, guys. We just have to sell the last couple bit of super energies here. Hopefully they're even sold by the time I just dump these vials. Maybe not. Death rune or lava rune sold. Okay, guys, I'm impatient. Whatever. Oh my god, we sold one more. Okay, it's only going to be like a K we're missing out on, so it's not a huge deal. 4 potions, we'll just dump those and get our 13k or so, and we'll just stop the timer now. There's no point in waiting longer. So when I first started this hour, I almost gave up. This one was pretty tough for some reason. The motivation wasn't there. This happens a lot where the first half an hour goes awful. And then I just give up and then start another try when the first half of the hour goes well. And then sometimes it reverses. Sometimes the first hour is good, the last hour sucks. But it's hard to stay motivated when no flips are really working. But luckily near the end there we found a good item that was under 10 mil and had a good margin on it. So let's see how much we made with a 10 mil start in 1 hour. And it's looking like 845k. That's actually extremely good. If we compare to when I start with, say, 50 mil, that is pretty on par almost with what I normally get. 800 to 1.5 mil or something is generally the range of profit I get, so that's really good for only starting with 10 mil. Obviously, the best item by far was that Saradomin D-hide boots, which I've now learned actually has a limit of 8 on it. I'm not sure why I thought it was 70. I think the old wiki said it was 70, but on G-Tracker says it's 8, which I would be more inclined to believe. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this wasn't my most stellar commentary. Oh god. I'm not feeling that great, and but I still wanted to record a video for you guys, so hopefully you can understand me mostly because my voice sounds like shit, and I will see you guys in the next episode.